gave myself certain powers that could
This
literally
is
take
gonna
us all
go
out.
really well.
It will. It will go swimmingly well.
Swimmingly. What a fancy word.
Just keep swimming. Just keep
If you make us go in the water, I am pulling a Farina and I am walking on that water.
Do you have water walk?
Yes, I do.
That's
you
really
gave
funny.
it to me.
Oh, that's
you
really
gave
funny.
it to me.
Swimming, just keep swimming.
Anyway,
swim.
welcome one and all to Re-Rolling Fiction, the new series starting here on this channel. Here we make campaigns based on fictional worlds that already exist and make it a hubristic attempt to write their stories better than they do. I'm very excited to share this with all of you. This is session 1 of the Escape Khaenri'ah campaign. I need to turn on my music that I forgot to turn on.
Don't forget to share screen in Discord too when you're ready.
DM's already slacking.
Yes, all of you should pull up Roll20 when you get a second.
Oh shit! Right, Roll20. I forgot. We fixed that.
Are you okay over there?
No.
Okay?
So clearly things are already getting off to a fantastic start.
As it does around here. We love our.
I had to set up.
Just a quick housekeeping. This is going to be a bit different than a normal stream around here. As you can probably see, a lot of the channel points have been turned off. Setup's a bit different. I'm doing face cam, which I don't normally do. Yeah, so that's just, things are going to be different. And I probably won't, once we actually get into the session, I won't be responding to chat very much, or if at all, to kind of not break the immersion of the story. But I just glad you guys got that information. And with that being said,
What the?
Oh boy.
Please.
All right.
What?
So
What the hell happened?
what do you mean?
Oh my
Everything.
God, why is there so many bots on the map?
Shh! Don't spoil the encounter. All right.
Well,
Anyway,
why did you put the bot on before the encounter started?
we're gonna start now. Last we
I
left
got
off,
first, I'm happy.
our heroes stood in the street in front of the tavern. They had just pummeled the fuck out of some thugs in. When pursuing the one that escaped, they found him knocked out unconscious and taken away by the ruin grader. And that's when they also ran into the princess, who got on top of, like, quick just hopped up on top of it, started riding it as it took that guy to jail, and also ran into the captain of the Khaenri'ah Guard, Dainsleth, a character who I don't believe I named in the last session, which is really funny. And, you know, he took stock of the situation and then followed the princess with the promise of sending guards to come clean up the mess. Odd scenarios all around, but from here we find our party still standing in the street, complete strangers pretty much. And yeah, so what do you guys want to do? Because I know, Nyx, you went in to grab what food you had left. Vix and Sunny, you guys never got fed. The bar owner, the barkeep died before he could feed you. But yeah, what do you guys want to do? What's the plan?
I mean, again, my goal is to still reach the orphanage. You know, I've got books and stuff I've got to deliver to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my way with them.
All right.
I did offer to go help. I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, no, that is fair.
That
Kimora,
still stands. I mean,
Kimora, you in particular, you ran into these people by pure chance in this tavern, and now you're just standing here. They don't even know your name yet.
Exactly.
You have said nothing to these people. You just jumped in and started fighting. So are you gonna introduce yourself? Are you gonna?
I will stay anonymous for the time being.
Are you sticking with these people, or are we separating the party because you're not introducing yourself?
I am staying separate for the time being.
All right, I guess we'll just have to roll back to Kimora later, because this is gonna go great.
Oh no!
Listen, I just don't want to hear any complaints later on when you're like, man, my character didn't really do anything this session. Yeah, okay, so you guys are heading towards the orphanage again. Kimura is sitting in a street.
Well, I'm back in the tavern finishing up my food. Like, hello? We've been over this. I'm munching.
I'm gonna affectionately say you probably finished your food by now. This is also when you notice that the guards come into the tavern, just like pop, and see the mess in front of them. And they're just kind of like, when I was just gonna like face palm, like, ugh. Not
See,
again.
I will say, the guards come in and I'm gonna talk to those guards, actually.
Sure.
I'm gonna have a conversation with them.
Just
Since,
a quick sidebar to Louise and Clargia. Are you waiting for the guards as well, or are you already on your way?
I would still wait for the guards, even though I've told Dainsleif what happened. I would still wait for the guards to also relay to them what happened.
Fantastic. So, guards come in. They're doing normal guard shit of like, Khaenri'ah is a nation that knows proper hygiene, so they have like body bags that they're putting the corpses into. One city official who doesn't look quite like a guard walks in and he, turns to the, the dead bodies on the ground, and then they survey the corpse of the tavern owner. And they just start taking notes on their clipboard. They like rip off a sheet of like yellow parchment, slap it up on the wall, which just big bold red letters at the top, closed. Basically,
closed for renovation.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Under new management.
The sole owner of this business is dead. So, yeah. Is there anything you guys want to do? Like, do you want to talk to the guards? Do you want to...
I said I'm talking to the guards.
What do you say?
I say, hey, this is what happens. I was just minding my own business. These two came in, and then they were followed by these guys, and these guys started attacking.
Cool.
And I kind of stepped up and helped out, and now I'm back to my food.
Yeah, so the guard just kind of like, yeah, all right. That's very, very uncommon circumstance for this to happen so violently within our city walls, but I appreciate your valor, foreigner. And then he just kind of like walks away. Because he doesn't really need your statement to kind of see what happened here. These guards seem hilariously uninterested in this. Like, they just want to do their job and get out of here because they're tired. Like, they clearly are tired from a long shift for some reason. And they're moving on. Yeah, cool. Anything you guys want to do with items, interactables in this tavern?
Can we loot the corpses?
Oh my god!
Yes. So.
I mean, to be fair, did the guards just take the corpses away,
yes.
or like, are you gonna
not all of them? They started, but they haven't gotten all of them. So I specifically was hoping you guys would do this.
You're walking right into Lily's trap.
Yes. So you can. But basically, first I need you to roll a sleight of hand check. Because there are guards in here, and you are stealing from someone. Even if they're a dead criminal, that's still stealing.
That is 21 on a sleight of hand check.
Jesus Christ, yeah, okay. So
I probably would have done like a... I probably would have gone with like a
perception
check.
They still see you, because there's no way to really hide this, but like... You go in.
I can kind of like look up.
You start
rummaging. I walk over to the body and I kind of look at them and kind of like see if they had different like if they're part of a clan or something. Like that's what I'm looking for.
So you start rummaging through their body. The guard just looks at you incredulously and then just kind of shrugs like it's above my pay grade and like turns a literal blind eye because he's like it's just not worth it. These are criminals, they're dead, who cares. And you're going to get he had, I think it was 6 gold. Each of them had like the same loot essentially, but since you're robbing one body, you're getting 6 gold from this body, a dagger, and you're gonna have to make this as a custom item, but a vision holder. Because the way that things work is that when someone dies, their vision dissipates, but the like gold circlet around their vision remains. So you just have this empty vision holder now. You might be able to do something with this later in the game. We'll find out.
I could homebrew that item in quickly if you want. I just need to know what it is.
I just need it. I'm
we
adding
can,
my dagger.
you know what, we can.
I can add that later just to.
Yeah, we can work through that
We can add it later.
probably after the session. Because you're
I'm not
probably
gonna use a dagger.
it's not
I'll
going to
use
become
the dagger
relevant
this round.
now. But yeah, so there you go. You got loot off their body. I was kind of hoping you got a lower DC because then there were other checks you had to make as well, but you just blew right past that.
How's that 21 treating ya?
What the fuck is your are you proficient in sleight of hand?
+2.
I mean,
19
I
plus
am.
2.
You would have
Wow.
had worse with me. I've got a +5 to sleight of hand.
Good grief.
That's like, man.
We'll just
Okay.
be robbing every single body we see with that +5.
I'm
Fantastic.
still not over the fact that Khaenri'ah is a godless nation and I have a +8 to my fucking religion.
It is really funny. It is really funny.
Godless nation? Character of godless nation. Oh, yes. God.
You did choose a cleric, which is like specific. They're called like there are D&D races that call clerics god botherers as like a slur. So anyway,
Oh,
not relevant
God.
information. So you
Everything's relevant.
does anybody else want to try to loot a second body?
No, not me.
Haley?
The one that originally stole from me, that body is still in there, right?
Yes, that
Like-
one is still in there. I don't exactly remember where on the map he died, but he's still in
He
the.
was like right.
He was in front of
me.
the table.
I
He was
robbed.
his,
right in
his
front of me.
head got pulverized. His
Yes,
skull became mush.
Nix, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say you robbed.
The boss. I'm gonna say I robbed the boss since I was
No,
right
the
by
boss
him.
Was, oh yeah, because the boss is dead.
Yeah, actually, you would have been right next to the boss. So you
Because I
robbed the
did
boss.
Executioner Swing. I did the Executioner Swing last time we played.
You
Yes.
pulled an Arlecchino.
Can I kind of glance kind of at him and see if he's got anything that's actually worth taking? Like,
You would have to do
Perception.
you'd have to do an investigation
like-
check.
yeah.
And that's
So-
that's not a glance. That's you have to rummage through because it's not like other than his vision, which is something that presents on everybody who has a vision.
yeah.
The majority of his loot is going to be in a bag or in pockets, so it's hard for you to perceive those.
So
But yeah,
Like,
go
it's
go
like
ahead,
bulbs
go ahead, roll me
sticking
a
out.
investigation check. But bear in mind, doing this will trigger another sleight of hand check.
I mean, I kind of figured, but like, $16.
That's the investigation.
Yeah.
He has similar loot, empty vision, dagger, 6 gold pieces. He does, if you would like, you can. He does have one of your arrows in his body. So you could take your arrow back. It's not gonna really add to your inventory. It's more flavor text than anything else. But yeah, you're not really gaining much else. Oh,
I think I just take
Secret of
the
the
arrow
prize.
back out of all of that. I
P86
mean, I don't
just
really care for any of the
subscribed.
other stuff
Thanks for
necessarily.
paying rent.
okay, yeah.
I think she would just take her arrow back and that's it. Like she just
You know
kinda,
what?
walk
That-
over.
Pull out the arrow, spit on the body.
That one you don't have to do a sleighted check on. I'm certain the guards probably understand that, that's your weapon. They're not gonna They can see. Actually, question: did you collapse your bow into the viola again, or is it still in bow form?
I don't remember. Did I do that last time? I don't remember if I did or
I
You
not.
don't
did
think
shoot with it.
You did shoot with
I
it,
know
so it was
shot-
in
I
bow
know
I
form.
don't
So
think
it's
you
like
collapsed it.
you didn't make a decision last time, so you could just choose whatever you want now. But what you choose may affect the RP.
I mean, I think for for now, she's still like holding it in its bow form.
Bow form? Yeah, okay.
Because I feel like she would have to, she would want to just like sit down and like retune it. She just does not have that time right now.
Yeah, okay. So the guard seeing that you have a bow, seeing the arrow, putting two and two together, seeing that that's your arrow in him, and when you pull it out, he doesn't even bat an eye because he's like, that's just practical to save your arrow.
I feel like in flavor text for it, she would just like walk over, just kind of like glance at the body, just pull the arrow out, and then like take a napkin off the like table or something and like wipe the end, like
Fantastic.
clean it basically.
Gotta get
Fantastic.
the bar off.
Back with it, yeah, and just slide it back into like nothing happened. Like just slides the arrow back and just goes back to like standing by Clargia.
Cool. Yeah, so the guards finish up cleaning up all the bodies, the mess. The person with the clipboard earlier who put that sheet up walks over to you guys and just kind of goes, this is like a... I don't remember if I described their gender yet, but I'm going to make them a woman. Like, a short, stout woman, probably somewhere like 40s, walks over to you guys and she's like... I appreciate the help dealing with this mess, but you best be on your way because this place will be condemned until further notice.
And that's why I take the note to leave.
Yes, they are telling you to leave the tavern.
They're telling
And
us
this-
to get the fuck out.
And this is when I choose to actually talk to the other two and make plans.
Cool. All right. So you guys are.
It just took a little bit of story building.
You know what? You guys get shuffled outside the tavern. You are now on the street. As described earlier, this is not a busy street. So, there are a couple stands, a couple shops, and people's houses, but, like, it's relatively empty. One or two people walking by on their regular commute and stuff. What are we doing?
Well, for starters, I feel like Louise would just like sit there, like totally, like is just still following, but like is just like slowly like collapsing the bow back into her like violin, and she's like retuning it. So she's sitting there like tuning this violin, like walking with the group.
Perfect.
I do have a question on, since I'm a native of Khaenri'ah, obviously, I know the princess. I know the Twilight Sword.
Yes, you
Well,
know.
No of them. I doubt I personally
Well,
like
you do know Dane. You do know
Khaenri'ah.
Daneslip now, since you have come face to face with him. You could say I know him because I've talked to him once, but
I'm going to guess that Kimona and Louise do not know of the royal family. I'm guessing, or would that be something even the foreigners would know?
Snyder.
as players, because I did some exposition last session, but as characters, Louise and Kimura do not know who those two were or why they were important. So if you'd like to exposit that to them, you can do that for sure.
Because I feel like that's gonna probably be a really good idea.
Sure.
Now, I need mild refresher. Luis was out. Like, Luis was with me when we saw the bot taking the
Correct.
remaining.
You two ran
remaining members.
outside. Kimura, the second that the conflict was over, went back to finish their food. So,
Looted a corpse.
and well, that was in
I looted the
between.
corpse and went back
Anyway.
to meal.
Sure.
I mean,
So
I'm
from
oblivious.
there, once we're back outside after being ushered out, I would look to Luis and note that Kimura has come out as well. And I would say, so the pair that we saw that I was speaking to, that was our princess and her bodyguard, in a sense. His name is Daneslip. We call him the Twilight Sword. Definitely be careful. You don't want to end up on the wrong side of the royal family. You don't want to piss them off.
Ominous.
But they're good to us. They're good to their people. Considering, Khaenri'ah is a land where they don't actually need thievery.
Normally, I guess.
I'd be like,
God,
who are you
nothing
talking
happened
about? I was
over
inside.
here.
So there was this pair of people that came technically after the bot that my orb summoned. He caught the last remaining crook that came out and didn't kill him. It looks like he should have still been alive. Don't know if I was able to tell that or not. But there's a young woman, blonde, kind of has a ball with some longer strands on the front and golden eyes. That is our princess. She's usually wearing like a white and bluish kind of dress. More white than blue. And then there's a gentleman with blonde hair and a kind of dark blue and black kind of suit outfit. His name is Dainsliff. He's kind of the princess's bodyguard.
And I just kind of nod and be like, okay.
The moment you try and figure out, is he a bodyguard right now? Is he still considered a traveling companion? How does this work?
Lol. But you know what? We'll keep it intentionally vague. I think that'd be fun. So you guys,
No answer.
are you walking and talking, or are you just kind of standing outside this now condemned tavern whilst talking?
I would probably start, I would glance at Louise and pretty much go, hey, you want to start hunting for the orphanage again? And are you coming with us then? Or how's this all working? Because I got kids, I gotta get some things too.
You got the kiddos?
I got the kiddos.
I'll be like, I'll follow for a little bit longer, see what else happens.
Is just
All right.
intrigued by this duo.
I am more intrigued than anything.
It's just like just stalking in the background, just
Very,
following.
Very good. I love this. All right, yeah. So you guys are walking down the road. First, can I get a perception check from you, Sunny?
Okay. Oh, ew. Oh, wow. This guy hates me today. That's a 6 plus... You said perception... 12.
12? Yeah, so you feel a second tremor. This definitely catches you a bit off guard, because I think this is the first time in your own memory that you have ever experienced 2 tremors in one day. Other people on the street who feel it are kind of giving odd looks to each other, kind of like, wow, we've never had that happen before.
Not feeling that second tremor, I'm like my steps would absolutely falter for a moment and go, ooh.
It's not, again, as I described last session, these aren't tremors that are strong enough to knock you off your balance, but...
Yeah, no, it'd be more of a, like, taken by surprise stumble.
Okay, sure.
Just not expecting it. It's a taken by surprise. Okay, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, cool. And just like that, we're going to move on. And then could I also get a perception check from Kimora?
Oh. Give me 2 seconds.
You don't gotta hear your dice out and ready?
How does a 20 sound for perception?
Good grief.
Damn!
You are not missing today.
Natural or dirty though?
Beyond like
It's dirty. It's a nasty dirty one. It's 19 plus 1.
Nasty dirty. Okay, that was a wild sentence. Anyway, so yeah, you notice whilst walking down the road, this is so striking that it causes you to kind of like stop in your tracks. There's a woman who is clearly very pregnant, 3rd trimester at the very least, and she is. You see her like go to get like a bucket of water out of, there's like a. Khaenri'ah has like plumbing that works, but it's still not like sinks so much as it is just like there are different pools that like aqueduct pools throughout the city, and so she has like this bucket and she's like pail in or like filling up a 2 gallon-ish pail, and she like lifts it up to the edge, and then like she drags it off the edge, as most people do when they like, you know, like they don't want to fully lift it. And then like her arms just kind of give out on her. The bucket just boom hits the ground. The water doesn't spill out, but there's a small splash. And after this, she just kind of like falls to her knees and starts like crying. And it's not like a violent sob. It's just kind of like you're so frustrated that like you physically can't hold it in anymore. And she's just crying in this alley now. Yeah. So do with that what you will.
Crying women, okay.
Crying pregnant women specifically.
Specifically.
This is a
bitch,
This is a
so-
normal reaction to have. All right, like don't get weird about this.
You're the one that specified she was pregnant, to be fair.
Well,
Okay.
Crying pregnant. Splashed a little bit of water. The bucket's fine though. Just a little splash. Like you're going into depth about this
Frustrated.
character, but
Yeah, I'm
we're
giving
not
you
supposed to.
context.
she's
a
understandably
side character.
frustrated.
Yeah, anyway, are you going to do
It's
anything, or are you
it's
just?
a little too suspicious with that much side context.
I'm just a descriptive storyteller, but regardless, are you gonna do anything, or are you just gonna keep walking?
I mean, I guess I'll kind of like point her out to the other two, in a way, kind of like asking if they want to help or what's their thought on it, but I'm not gonna rush over.
Okay.
I'll take note of the woman that Kimura has pointed out, and I will go on over and I will check on her to see if she's okay. Make sure that everything's all right. Just be, hey, ma'am, are you okay? Need any
Yeah.
help?"
Cool. So you go over there. You pose that question. She just immediately like sniffling, like trying to like brushing her eyes to get the tears out. Like, oh, I'm fine. Just rough day. The bucket's really heavy. Sorry. She seems very demure, very like polite. And there's definitely a sense in her tone that like there's definitely something deeper going on. But she's not gonna just like give up that information to you.
I would, if she would let me, I would just like first gently pat her shoulder in a comforting manner and then offer her help up.
Yeah.
If I were to see where she needs to get this bucket to, will I need to roll a check or anything for that?
No, I
pick
mean
up the
you
bucket?
can. So if you're offering to take this bucket for her.
Yeah, I'm offering to take the bucket to wherever she needs it, which
Yeah,
probably
cool.
would be, if she's as pregnant as she is, she might be prepping for potential labor. So she may need to get this bucket home so she's got fresh water for the baby.
Yeah, it's true.
Very astute observation. Not that pregnant though.
Hey, you said she was at least
Like-
3 months.
Yeah,
you said it.
you said it.
Months
Third
now.
trimester, actually, but
trimester.
Third
yeah.
trimester.
You did
That's
say
what I
like
meant.
late pregnancy. I mean, to be fair,
I use a valid conclusion
why?
for me to draw.
I'm getting jumped with this. I'm getting
you're
jumped, which is really
we're just going
funny.
off of the information you're giving us.
All right.
and
Anyway,
I'm running with it.
so yeah, she
You
she's
opened
just
up
like
this can of worms.
she looks to you and you help her up, and she's like, oh yes, if you could help me, my house is just three buildings down. I just needed fresh water for the day. Nothing fancy. I should be able to do this on my own. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be a bother.
No bother. Don't you worry about it. And I'll just go ahead and I'll pick up the bucket and I'll walk with her. I'm not going to go, too fast. I want to make sure that there's not any excess strain on her because you don't want to cause any complications, especially if she is in her 3rd trimester. She's getting closer to the baby popping, so...
Yeah. So you walk with her down to her house. It doesn't take long. As I said, it was 3 buildings down. You get in there. It is a nice, cozy, homely place. Decent furniture. Still, like, not too fancy, but she's living well. And she just like points over to a spot in the kitchen that seems or like a little like tub in the kitchen. And she's like, if you could just dump the water into there, I'd really appreciate that. And then she like takes a seat down on the bench at her dining table, just kind of like she clearly overdid it for herself. And she's like kind of catching her breath. I'm assuming Kimora and Louise, you followed
Yeah,
Clargia.
Louise is just kind of following behind and just like she's still just like kind of like tuning her violin. Like she's just like subtly playing this thing as they're walking. Like she's just
And I'm just intently like watching her tune her bow.
She's just playing like a gentle melody while she's like fine tuning her little.
Yeah, cool. So she speaks up and she's like, actually, what did I name her? I did have a name for her. Give me a second. Yes, her name is Civ. She's like, hi, my name is Civ. Welcome to Khaenri'ah. You two are clearly not from around here. What business do you have?
Just passing through.
You came to the southernmost edge of the continent just to pass through. Well, it is a fancy city. I guess tourism is pretty popular.
Would I be able to? I think that would technically be. Would I be able to do like a medicine check just to make sure that like she's okay? She hasn't overstrained herself or anything.
Sure, go ahead.
+6.
I think you're proficient in medicine, correct?
Yes, I am.
Rolls in that one.
17.
That's with your proficiency bonus?
That's with my proficiency. Yes.
Damn.
I got an 11 plus 6. I get 17.
Damn. Yeah. So you notice she's fine. Like, she's just really tired. Like, pregnant women have a lot of extra weight to carry around. That can be very difficult. And she probably shouldn't have gone to get that bucket of water. And that kind of puts like an inkling into your mind of why did she have to go do this herself? But otherwise you can tell she's, at least as far as medicine of that time could tell you, she is a picture perfect of pregnancy health, because that's a sentence.
That's a mouthful.
Sentences you will never think that you will ever say. Welcome to D&D.
Yeah. So, she's like roughly about, I want to say like maybe like 28. She's young, but like old enough to be married and having a child, like at a reasonable age, at least in my opinion. That's a debate. We're not gonna have a debate about this right now, but
you're the one who opened up the can of worms.
You have opened up this can of worms.
You keep opening up cans of worms that you don't need to.
Apparently, I do. Yeah, but she's gonna be like, "Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your help." Actually, how old is your character, Zunny?
Fuck, how old is she? I didn't come up with her age. I'll just go. She's in her like early 30s.
Cool. So,
that would be my age, basically.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, thank you, dear. And she just kind of like is relaxing. She's like, if you guys would like to stick around in about 5 minutes, my my pot roast will be ready. And you guys, that's when it strikes you. There's a very, very nice smell of what is clearly some really good meal cooking. So that is up to you guys. Are you gonna stick around? Or are you gonna just, now that the job is done, leave?
I think my character will leave due to the fact that I already ate at the tavern, so I'm already full.
I would probably be sticking around just like a few extra months, plus expecting mother. I can dig through all the different books I've got and see if I've got any that are kind of cute kid books that she could have a book to read for baby after the baby's born.
Well, that's fun. That's nice. That's a nice interaction. Yeah. All right,
Louise is
Kimura.
just like vibing
So
with,
we.
with Clargia. Like, like Louise is just vibing with Clargia. Like she's just like, and I feel like now that
Mhm.
like by this point she's toned her violin, so she's just like subtly strumming like little lullabies and stuff and just humming them. Like and it
Aw,
And I'm
just
just
like you're
and
looking
I'm
for
just
that,
like
like you're
lean.
looking for books on like storybooks. If I like, she's just over here in the background, just like sitting in a chair, just like humming lullabies in the background.
incredible. I love that.
I love this.
And
And
so
I'm just like leaned up against a wall, just watching this whole thing go down.
cool. Yeah. So you guys are doing this adorable RP moment, and she comes. She like 5 minutes past. She brings out the pot roast and cuts you guys a sliver for you to eat. Fun fact about this: the way that I've worked food into this campaign is that food will give you +6 HP. So
Yay!
yeah,
I'm
so
still on.
I didn't even need the food.
I'm
Still
aware.
like a-
I am aware
Feel
that
like
two of you do not need any healing at the moment, but this is just part of the
Okay,
reward.
so it's like a healing, or is it like a temp HP type thing going
No,
on?
it is healing, just straight healing. So,
Okay.
I am.
You get sustenance.
yeah,
I'm
So-
1 HP away from being full.
yeah.
I'm
So
bed full.
you guys eat this hearty meal. It's very good. For flavor text, I'll say that Kimura at least took one biteful to give it a try, and it melted into your mouth in a way that you've never had outside of your home nation, and you very much enjoyed that bite. But yeah, so you guys finish up your meal, finish up conversation, and if there's nothing else you guys plan to do with this woman, what's next?
I would just let her know to be careful. Don't push yourself too terribly hard. And if she needs help and sees me on the street, just feel free to call out. I'm happy to help.
Oh, thank you, dear. My husband should be off his guard shift in the next hour, so I should be fine from here. I really do appreciate all your help.
Of course. Trust me, I've helped others. I can't English today. Would it be I can't Conrian today?
I like to imagine that is part of the whatchamacallit, the RP.
With the fact if I handle all the children over the house of the hearth, trust me, I more than understand needing a little bit of help at times. I'm happy to help wherever I can.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm just gonna say, like, you guys finish up your interaction with her, and then you head outside. Probably still down that main road. You are now reaching the intersection of the Grand West Road leading out of Khaenri'ah. This is there, as I've described in session 0, there are 4 main roads of the city that are easily 100 feet across. No, more than that actually, probably like 150, 200 feet across. And this is where it's most busy. There's a lot of people walking. There's kids playing in the street. There's stands and people barking hey, get your hot dogs here. Hot dogs are canonical to this universe. Fuck you.
I mean, they could be. They very well could be. There's
They
tofu
do.
dogs.
They do have pizza in Genshin, so I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that they have hot dogs.
She's
yeah.
not wrong.
So you guys are walking down, and there are in this main road, there are there's a river that cuts through the city on this section. It comes in from the northwest and kind of does a semicircle through the city. And there's specific ducks that are ducks as in DUCT, aqueducts-esque, these canals that are dug out into the road. And Vix, can I get you to make a perception check?
Yes.
My dog decides now
It's a
he wants
12.
to act a mess.
It's a 12, so you do not see it coming.
Oh, no.
When suddenly, out of the water,
Oh, no.
jumps a small creature that just boing, boing, boing through the air and then just pokes your leg with its horn. A baby millennial pearl seahorse has attempted to attack you, as cute as it may be. It does no damage, don't worry about that. But this definitely catches you off guard because your perception wasn't high enough. And so you're like, ow! And then you turn and then you see the seahorse standing there.
I just see, I could just see her, just, Louise just going, she's just like, ow, looks down, just goes, oh, picks up this little seahorse and is just holding it in front of her like it's a small, puppy. She's
Cool.
just like, you're adorable!
Give me an animal handling check.
I'm gonna name you Squishy and you will be mine.
You'll be my squishy.
It will be my squishy. What a cute thing for a creature that is supposed to devastate your enemies.
It feels like something the Melicine would call
15.
it.
My dice hate me today, it's a 15.
15 is more than enough. It's struggling in your arms, but it eventually it calms down after realizing that it's not being threatened by you picking it up, and it just kind of sits there, just cute little. It's not really like a proper horse or like a seahorse. It's
So it's like a foal?
It's no, it's like it is in game essentially, where it does look a lot like a Pegasus.
I feel like it would look like a small
or unicorn.
Type.
Yeah, unicorn.
Yeah, it's technically
but
a unicorn. But
the way that creature is designed, it doesn't really have a body so much as it just have strands that make up its body. And so while holding this, it's like,
it does, though.
I mean,
it kind of does.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up a picture of this.
Because it's got a horse. It almost kind of reminds me of Celestia and Luna from My Little Pony.
Okay, you know what? Actually, I was wrong. I had a different image of it in my head. Despite the fact that I fought this boss 15 times. Yeah. So it's weirdly flowy. Its skin has almost like a seaweed texture to it.
It's not fucking pretty.
But yeah, so this is for all the people watching the stream, this is the canonical way that Vix obtains. What is this ability called, by the way? Because this is part of your level up.
This was part of my level up. This was part of my ranger. This is my ranger companion.
This is now Vix's ranger companion, which is now a weird little dude. We have our first weird little dude. Let's go.
We love the weird little dude.
For now, I'll have it full on me by the time we're done.
Yeah, I'm fully expecting all three of you to get weird little dudes by the end of this campaign, because that's just how it works.
I get a weird little dude.
I'm
once the little guy stops struggling, Louis just pulls it into a hug, and it's just you're mine now.
That is
and adorable. Have some tacos later.
Straight up, just you are mine now.
You know what? Can
I have later?
Anyone can make this check, but if I could get a history check from somebody.
Wait, let me check.
I know.
No, not for me.
I can try it.
Sure.
Oh,
15. What history 15? We got?
So
you're in dice jail now.
This is a mythical beast from the land of Fontaine. You know this because you read it in a book while studying at your shrine, because your shrine does specialize in beasts of the land. And so, but you don't really have any more information other than it's a mythical beast from Fontaine. That's it. But honestly,
I'll take it.
Not a bad roll. Louise, this is from the nation that you currently call home. So you are quite surprised to see this here. But how it got here is neither here nor there. You now have your ranger companion, which is
Squishy!
Literally just goes, ow, aw, holds out once it stops turning. You're mine now.
cool. So
You're coming home with me.
it wouldn't be a monumental feat to cross this road. It's a long road, but like it would take you guys all of maybe like a minute if you're like bobbing and weaving in between the traffic and stuff, watching your step. Like it would take you a minute to get across. Is there anything you guys would like to do on this road? Because as I established, this is where like there's a lot of stands here. There's people to interact with. You can do whatever you want.
I would be keeping an eye for just maybe any decent deals on some new toys as well to take back to the orphanage.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Okay, let me pick a different D20, considering my one kept fucking doing me wrong. I can't see. I
Gotta have dice jail open at all times.
guess who doesn't have her actual
The
light
cuck
on
chair.
at the moment?
The cuck
So I-
chair.
Pause.
I mean,
Pause. We did not need to hear that sentence.
Too bad.
investigate-
We need it.
you said investigation right now.
Yes, investigation.
19. How's a 21 sound?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so you find there's a stand maybe 30 feet away, and it has the most adorable plushies of a creature that you haven't seen before. You have no idea what this
Ooh.
creature is, but it looks really cute. So,
And how many of these plushies would they have?
in total, I think their entire stand probably has about 20.
Okay. I would definitely approach the stand and I would ask about, what the plushies are of, and then also what the costs of the plushies are.
Yeah, so you go up and for context in this campaign, I
See.
will be doing some sort of like accent towards people from different nations, and so as established, this is the nation closest to Natlin, and I have to determine that Natlin is actually Australia. Stay mad.
Oh.
No.
No.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense, all things considered, with how horribly they've got the variety in skin tone.
Oh god.
There's gonna be some interesting reactions to this if this ever blows up. But you walk up. Hey, love. How can I help you today?
Well, I run the House of the Hearth, which is the orphanage here in Khaenri'ah, and I'm looking at just basically gathering some more things for the kids. What are these plushies of?
These are saurians, creatures from my homeland. They are just the most adorable little things, aren't they? I mean, they can become quite big and monstrous, but these are like their baby forms, hand stitched by me. A lot of love and effort put into these. They go for about 20 gold apiece.
20 gold apiece?
Yep.
I fear if I buy one, the kids will get upset. If I only bring back one, the kids might get upset. But I would look over them. Because I'm predictable as all get out, are there any Ectomosaur ones?
There are. Let me think about this. I didn't actually plan that out that far.
I just want to buy an Ectomosaur plush.
I'd probably say they have about, 20 total, and there's currently only 5 types of saurians.
Yes.
So
Because we don't yet have
5
the 6th team up.
5 divided by 20 would be 4. So they have about 4 of every type of known saurian. So
I would be hard focused on the Ectomosaur, and I'd be like, I want to get that one.
cool. Yeah. So you're paying with 20 gold, correct? You
Yep.
can attempt to haggle. I would like to clarify this because a lot of D&D players will just take the price as is. You are allowed to haggle. It will come with a check, but you can try.
I don't haggle though. I don't know how to haggle.
If it's you know what, if it's not in Clargia's character, that's completely fine. So you're
I don't think it would be.
sure. So go ahead, subtract 20 gold from your inventory, and then just keep track of the fact that you have this Ictomasaur plush. And if you want to, people who know Genshin or have made it to the Natlan section would know what this looks like. But for our players, I'll go ahead and how do you spell that?
I can get it.
Or yeah, if you want to just
love these babies. I love these babies.
Just send a image of that to our other players. That way they know what you just bought. Or at least a plushie, a plushie of the creature they're about to send.
This is basically what that plush is, guys. Look how fucking cute that baby is.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
They turn into big bats.
It's a little baby.
Yeah. Adorable. Absolutely adorable.
Here's the baby with an adult. Look at this baby. Look at it.
It's very Pokemon-esque.
Really bad, is that you?
It's super bad for real. Use Giga Drain. But yeah, cool. So that's awesome. Anything else?
I don't think the kids are getting that one. That's just gonna stay stuck in my back.
That's very good. It's very good.
I feel like my character would like kind of do like a kind of glance around to see if there's any like good gear around the place.
Any gear in particular you're looking for, or
just any with a good deal?
Most of these like stalls don't have like signs per se that like list off prices. You're gonna have to ask them. But if you wanted to do an investigation check to see if you could find any good gear on this, long road,
I'll do it.
Sure.
I'm also gonna send what the other Saurians look like.
I got a 4. I ain't seeing shit. I ain't seeing shit.
No, with a 4, you look around and it seems like no one in this area is selling any sort of gear for adventurers at all. So, a shame, but...
Then I'm done with my stuff then.
And, Louise, anything you'd like to look for while we're in the shopping
Louise
portion?
is like totally content right now. Is just like hugging this little child. Maybe like food for the child, but... like food for her new little like companion that she's just went, you're mine now, and now she's gonna go.
Don't know if the millennial Pearl Seahorse needs food, but if it did need food, you'd probably be looking for something.
It's sweet. It's sweet.
It might eat. Honestly, it may
like seafood-esque.
Yeah, fish
like
and corn.
And
seaweed.
It's trivially. Oh my god! Wow, trivially
English?
easily to find seafood. Like there's just like 4 stalls selling seafood right now, so you could go to any one of them and like
she kind of like walks over by one that has like, I don't know.
There you go, guys.
It's gonna have, you know what?
Babies.
The one that you just walked up to has fish, shrimp, and crabs or lobster.
I mean, like, she kind of like would look down at her little like companion and just go, like, she just kind of looking at it, and she's like, and she just kind of like with one arm, she just kind of like gently like nudges the little guy and just points kind of at the food, just looking at him, kind of like, do you want any? Like, looking for like the little creature to like look at one in particular of some sort. Like, she doesn't know what to get this thing. Like, she doesn't know, but she wants to get it something.
Incredible. Yeah, you do that, and this creature just kind of like nudges its head in different directions, like not necessarily picking one, but just kind of like. And then finally, it kind of like it tries to kind of like jump a little bit towards the shrimp option.
Okay, then Louise, like, kind of still, like, trying to kind of wrangle the little guy in just so that he doesn't, eat all of it, looks to the stall tender and just kind of goes, could I, like, how much are the shrimp?
Yeah, so it's small shrimp, not like the jumbo shrimp, and they look at you and like, this person is, where are they from?
If it's fishing, probably either in Inazuma or Liyue, I would say.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna.
Shrimp is usually in Liyue, though.
Yeah,
that we can
I'm
find
not
that
gonna
as a
make an
shop
attempt
item.
to do a Chinese accent for the sake of not being racist.
I don't blame
Cancelled.
you. I do not blame
But
you.
just imagine what I'm saying is being said in Chinese accent while this person looks at you and they're like, for a pound, it's 2 gold.
Okay, and then let's go with.
Are you gonna try to haggle 2 gold?
No. I'm just kidding. She's just kind of sits there thinking for a second. Can I get 2 pounds of shrimp?
Sure. So she starts. She has these like little baggies, made of a substance that you're not really familiar with. It looks weird. It's clear. Like what substance is clear that you can put liquid objects into? And start scooping, shrimp into these bags, and then ties them up with a little zip tie. Hands it over to you and takes your 4 gold for the 2 pounds. And she says, "Thank you. Have a good day."
And Louise kind of walks away, and she's like half. I feel like she's like half trying to like hold the little guy and half trying to like open the bag a little bit so she could like give. Like she's like stumbling with this little creature because she just does not know how to like reach her.
Adorable. I love it. And it's at this point that none of you need to make a perception check on this. You hear a loud scream from about, I want to say, 200 feet down the road, heading towards the west gate of the city. And just this super loud scream, and there's a commotion. A crash happens. What would you guys like to do?
I would be really concerned, especially with the fact that, we just got attacked at a tavern. So I would start heading in that direction to make sure nobody needed healing or nobody was injured.
Fantastic. Are you two
Louise
following?
Kind of like, yeah, Louise would follow her. Like she's still kind of like stumbling, but she kind of like freezes when she hears that. Like she's still trying to like give shrimp to the little guy, but she's like she just kind of like freezes, like turns in the direction and she sees like Clargia running that way, so she just kind of follows.
Yes. So now I will say.
Yeah, I just have to figure out.
I would follow.
I know where this is going.
Would Clargia have the plush in arm when she's doing this? Like she's been just admiring this plush?
Yes. You know what? Precisely, you would still be holding all, like, Louise is still trying to, whilst running towards this sound, trying to feed their seahorse. You're like holding the plush in one hand, holding your bag in another, just full sprinting down this road trying to get there. And Kimora, you are. I like to imagine your character is probably still looking at the stands going by whilst running towards this commotion.
Well, I feel like when I heard the scream, I probably would have like grasped at like my scythe or something, like kind of get more of like a defensive like.
Oh, very, very bad.
I really just saw what happened.
Yeah. No,
and
great.
where I'm from, you hear screams, you be prepared for anything, kind of demeanor that she has.
So, I'm not gonna, RP you guys running 300 feet. We're just gonna say you get to there, and if you could direct your attention towards D20, it is a roll 20.
Roll 20?
Yes, that's what I meant to say. Direct your attention towards roll 20. When you get to the scene, you guys will be coming from the top edge of this map. Either side of the canal is fine, but just pick a... Not in the water.
I'll probably be...
So I feel like we'd all come from the same side. We'd all be relatively...
Yeah.
I say we come more in like a wide...
Yeah, so for example, south is west. West is north currently, for your directional senses.
South... Oh.
Okay. Don't say that. Let's just keep it like this. Let's just keep it like this. This is what's going on.
You guys are coming from the east.
That.
There we go. Is that better? You guys are coming from the east.
Okay, so where I currently see Kimora's picture at?
Yeah, if you guys,
Yes, this is where we're
because
at.
it wouldn't make sense for you guys to have crossed the canal if you were all on the same road.
Let's see if it'll let me move my icon. It's not going to.
We
God,
have two.
no!
What?
Please.
Next, stop.
Please.
Vix, are you
Nope, it
able to move your
Doesn't
own?
let me.
Nope.
It's not even letting me put mine on there.
Yeah, I can't put it on. I don't.
All right. I don't know why Nyx is the only one who's allowed to do this.
Because we properly set this up with Vine, you have to go into the character settings. We
I
did
went
this.
through my character settings. That was
No,
the thing.
Milia. Milia
do I have to
has
do?
to do it.
All right, hold on.
Click on my character. See, here I'll look at your stream real quick. Look at my character settings.
Wouldn't be right. So you
Guys, don't worry.
Because you set it to where it's no longer an NPC. Yeah, can be edited by, can be controlled by. You'd have to set that to everyone else's for their own characters.
okay?
Oh.
Edited, controlled by.
Give
You'd
me
have
a
to set each
second.
person to do that one.
Roll20 is confusing, guys.
It's not
Roll20 is
confusing.
highly confusing. It is confusing.
Vix's is correct currently. It says that they're allowed to be.
Go back to
Then-
mine. I want to see something. See, this doesn't help.
You may have to just put them on the on the board
my
because it won't let me put mine on the board.
edit token properties.
One of these days we'll be able to get this right.
Represents character. That's what it is. It represents the character. I
Okay.
think that's what we did. Scroll down a little bit. I just want to double check everything's right.
Hold on. Let me go to.
Because I think the other two are represented by
Oh,
NPCs.
here we go. Edit. There we go. Oh, I had to
Yeah,
go by the correct Louise.
that's what we did. Okay, make sure you save the settings.
Try moving your token, Vix.
Find it.
It's not there.
I don't even see a token on the map.
No, sorry.
No, you
like,
pull it
try
out of your own
dragging.
inventory.
If you go to the tokens that are available under the book, the journal, you should be able to drag yours onto the map now.
Try to select everything. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so we got you. And now go to Clargia. Clargia, yours should be. Yours is already set up correctly. Why is it just Sunny that's having this problem?
Wait, it's letting me at least.
Oh, okay, you got
Oh
up.
my god, I can finally
cool.
fucking move my
All right,
character.
fantastic. No one move anymore. This is how we're gonna start. You guys
Hang
are
on,
now.
there we go.
You guys are now within.
Yeah, no, that works. That works.
The correct spot. So I need all of you to roll initiative,
Oh, shit.
maybe this
Hang on,
is
I got it up.
and
I got it
I
up.
need to pull up.
How does 21 sound for initiative?
What is what is
What is?
What is your dice?
Yeah, no, seriously. All right, running counter. We're gonna. You said 21.
21 initiative.
Auto roll initiative
I
for
got
all the
9.
enemies. You got.
I am
Got a
not-
fucking 9.
14?
And 14. Yippee! Let's.
Okay, I need to make y'all's icons smaller because Jesus Christ, y'all are big.
Okay.
Bro's just jealous.
Great.
I can't
so
see the map.
this.
Yeah, I'm having the same thing. I can't change how your guys' thing.
I don't even see you guys. Like, hello?
I see everybody else. I see the tokens. I'm talking about like our profile
Yeah,
pictures.
Those aren't on my end. You can hide those.
How?
How?
I don't know. They're hidden on mine.
Yes. But just tell
Uh,
us that and then not.
Anyway,
game?
Also, I'm in
Oh, wait.
dark mode, which is really nice.
So under audio, video, and
Yeah,
the
it's
settings,
settings.
you
Yeah,
can
I
mark
found
it
it.
to name only if you want.
Exactly.
cool. So, this is Horde Combat. I'm gonna read off my combat sheet really quick to just give clarification. So. Horde battle. In encounters where there are 8 or more enemies of the small categorization, the small categorization enemies will be one-hit kills if you hit regardless of the damage that you roll. So for this encounter, you guys have 3. Let me actually look up the names on these really quick. You have 3 of the. I have to look up your Orb of Dragonkind because I base it off of that. You have 3 Ruin Scouts and 5 Ruin Cruisers on that map, as well as a Ruin. You have 2 Ruin Hunters, and then you have
Ruin Guard.
Also, which at this time would be known as a Field Tiller. Fun lore fact. So, with that being said, top of the round. Actually, let me switch my music over to something a little more intense. This is a little too chill. I need.
I don't hear any music.
Well, it's for my. It's only going through my headphones. So
yeah. X dice measure.
You should screen share the music with us so that we can hear it too.
I know there's a way for us to see the initiative as well, but I cannot for the life of me find it.
Here, screen sharing.
You're fine, Philo. Chill.
There we go. We got battle music up, and now the time has come. So top of the round, we have Kimura. These Actually, before the combat probably begins, I'm just going to lay out the scene. There are... doing quick math. There are 11 automaton, and they are rampaging through the streets. The Ruin Scouts are in a triangular formation, so are the Ruin Guards? Is that what they are? Or did I get that wrong? Ruin Cruisers. The Ruin Cruisers are in triangular formation. There are 2 Ruin Hunters. They are their own creatures. And so is the Field Tiller. And you can see these are the 2 Ruin Hunters and the Field Tiller here. They are rampaging through the street, destroying buildings, knocking over stands. There's a couple bodies on the ground. People are already dead. There's this weird mist coming out of the automatons. You don't really know these robots because you're a foreigner here, but even you, from the one robot you probably have seen just going down the street at some point during your trip here, you already know these look strange. They have this weird purple-black mist that are rising out of them, and they seem like something's got in there. It's like, how could a robot get a virus? But that seems to be the case, and it's this really horrific scene. What would you like to do?
Okay, just refresher. What's the distance on each of these squares?
5 feet.
5
So
feet.
you are, if you were to move, you can't get around these trees, obviously, but let's say you go straight down and straight across, you're actually have to get in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You're 16 squares away, and they're 5 apiece, so you're easily... What is that, like?
Right now, magic and
80?
range is going to be the best bet.
Oh, shit!
You go to the left, and you got the measuring tape. You can... So it's 45 feet straight to the, center of that road.
Yeah.
And then
So...
I'm gonna park it right here behind these trees still.
Okay.
45 feet diagonal.
Yeah. Probably should have started with you guys around here, because you're not in range for any of their attacks. So,
Good. Let it keep it that way.
Another way that horde combat works is essentially the enemies that are like one-hit kills all attack at the same time. So, but since you are not in range, they're really not going to take an action to get closer to you because they're kind of acting haywire. They're not really targeting anyone in particular. They're just kind of causing mayhem everywhere. And so we're going to go to the next player, which is Clargia. You're up.
Okay, I am going to...
Once you guys get within 30 feet, you will have to start. Actually, 50 feet. So actually, wait, technically...
We are in range.
We've been in range.
Like 45 feet from the nearest enemy, I mean.
And they do fly, so they don't have to go in a straight line. So, but they wouldn't break formation. Because they're heading in a formation towards this building.
Nearest
My
enemy
water
is
walking appears to have been... Guess we got rid of water walking, Mel. I don't see it.
Okay. I mean,
Because I was looking over my spells just in general.
You are a
trying to figure out what I
cleric
wanted to
wizard,
do.
so on a long rest, you could prepare that again. I think you pretty much told.
Okay.
For the most part, when I asked you if you wanted to multi-class, you're like, yes, but I have no idea how to do it. I'm like, do you want me to just do it for you? And you said yes. So, but for your next level up, you're going to be a little more involved to make sure that we get things right.
Okay, I think that's a 90-foot radius. But the trees are in the way, so I could always move.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, so on next round, they'll attack you guys.
Now, question. With
Sure.
this spot right here, would I be able to, like, move into that spot and then come over to
Which
here?
spot are you talking about?
I guess it didn't...
Just go
this
ahead,
one's
drag your
here.
character to the spot, and I'll tell you yes or no.
Okay, I don't know how to get rid of that. I don't know how to get rid of that. No, it's not that.
We just
How
have
do you
sludge
get-
on the frickin'.
It's fine.
I don't know how to get rid of it! Ah!
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just,
Control Z. Okay, cool. So would I be able to go here, or is that because it's like kind of half in a tree?
Sure. I mean, we could probably say that the tree is tall enough that you could stand next to it. You just can't be
Because I was
like.
thinking of going here.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So use 10 feet of my movement, and that gives me.
You also have a fly speed, which is bonus to your whatchamacallit? It is a bonus on top of your walking speed, which is something that you haven't used in the campaign yet. So that would be really
No, I
fascinating. If you were to pull that off. You don't have to, but it's something that I thought I'd
Not
mention.
right now.
Sure, yeah.
But I'm going to use my chromatic orb.
Is that within range?
Spell. Yeah, range is 90 feet. So I mean, I could have just stayed where I was.
Sure.
But I want to make sure I've got good.
So we're gonna say the way that this is set up. I probably should have named them, but the formation. This is this guy is A. Can you see my cursor on the?
No.
No. Okay. So
No.
this.
There you go.
I'm looking at
Let me do a little grabby. This guy. Oh. Am I on the map level? Tokens.
You're on the measuring.
Oh, here we go. This guy here. This is A, B, C, D, and E. Got it?
They're not moving on my end.
They're not moving on your end? Hold on.
No.
Did that move it?
There you go.
Okay, so I can't just shake it. Okay, but basically top of the formation is A, then the one above it is B, go down to this oh god, this is getting confusing. Can I color these?
Use the draw tool on the left.
Oh yeah, what is
There is text as well.
Colors. Yeah, there's text too. You could
A B
Oh god. God.
C,
Oh god.
D E. There you go.
Cringy.
There you go. This guy will be A, B, and C. Cool. We've established that. So, what are you throwing your chromatic orb at?
I'm going to throw my chromatic orb at the A in the cluster of 5.
Is that an AoE attack?
So looking at it, if I roll the same number on 2 or more of the D8s, the orb will leap to a different target of choice within 30 feet of the target.
Okay, so it could potentially hit 2 targets. Got it. So
Yes.
what's in range?
Well-
Just out of curiosity.
So it's a 90-foot range.
Oh,
so
damn.
let me...
So ruler, you
All of
Yeah,
it's in range.
You could easily
it's in
you
range. I
could
go
you
for the
could get
field
all the way
tiller.
to the field tiller if you wanted to. Now,
Actually,
I'm
no, I'm going for the field tiller.
hold on really quick before you do this. I do want to say these are automaton. If I'm correct, chromatic orb is necrotic damage.
No, I can pick poison, ice, fire, lightning, necrotic,
Oh.
or thunder. So it's acid,
Yeah.
cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder.
Awesome, cool. Don't pick
You're
necrotic
fine.
because automatons are resistant to necrotic damage. But otherwise, let me know what damage type you're
Okay.
doing and do me. Is that a dex save or is that a
Okay, looking at Chromatic Orb on D&D Beyond, it says that hit/DC is a +5. So do I get a +5 to my attempt
Yes.
at that?
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
this is a roll to hit.
So-
So I need you to roll to hit.
13 plus 5, which would be 18. I can math.
Is that on top of your already spell attack modifier? Because you get a spell attack modifier, which is at the top of, and I'll just pull this up on.
Spell attack modifier is either +6 or +5, so I think that
Is that a
plus
wizard
DC
spell or is that a cleric spell?
Wizard.
So that'd be the +2. So that would bring it up to 17. Cool. 17.
No, I got an 18, so I'd bring it up to a 20.
Oh. Yeah, no,
Because I
that's.
rolled 13, plus 5 makes it an 18,
Uh,
plus that modifier gives me
all right, so you
20.
said you were going
Jesus.
all the way for the
Field tiller.
The field tiller, yeah. Okay, so he had a armor class of 17. So yeah, you are going to hit. Give me that damage.
Okay, so it's oh god, 3d8. So there's 1. There's 2. Have I misplaced one of my d8s? I've misplaced one of my d8s. That's not a good sign. Oh, I've still got 3. That works.
Ugh.
So that's 11 plus 5 would be 16 altogether.
16 damage. Nice. I had to make sure not to hit any buttons on my keypad. Yeah. He looks completely unfazed.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you know what? I had actually mixed up the hunt. No, what it was I had mixed up the scout with the cruisers. But actually, you do get a second action. I forgot. So before I say anything else, what is your second action?
My second action. Oh god, I forgot I can get 2 actions. Or I get 2 actions altogether. Let me mark that I used that. So I did that first level. I'm also going to. No. Okay. What's the range on this? Oh, touch. Never mind. I'm also going to use. Would I be able? Because again, brain is very foggy. Am I able to go through and use a cantrip as well?
Yes. As long as it's not the
Um,
same spell that you already used.
Yeah, no, it's not. So I'm gonna then go through and use Sacred Flame on. It's a range of 60. So no matter what, I can still hit any of them.
Good grief. All right. What are you hitting?
I got that crazy range, man.
Sure.
I'm gonna go for the field tiller again.
Field tiller again. All right. What's the? Is it a roll to hit or
then,
is it a
like-
save?
Attack/save is a Dex 14, so it looks like it's a Dex 14 save.
All right. He's making a dex save. Let's see. What does he have on his dex? -1. That is a 2 with the -1. So, how much damage is this fucker taking?
The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Roll me that 1d8.
3.
All right. Just 2 decent attacks, but this is the tankiest thing on this entire encounter. And as I said before, looking relatively unbothered. But that does. Do you want to use any more movement? Because you how much did you move?
I only moved 10 feet. I'm good with where I'm at.
Cool. All right, so that ends your turn. We come to the flying sword because earlier I had mixed up the two. The scouts, their turn passed because they're not close enough to anybody to fight. But the I always forget the names. Cruisers, the ruined cruisers. These 5 here are now within a flying range to get to somebody. What the hell is that box? Let me just really quick. Ruler. Oh yeah, they can get to Nyx, all right. So.
No.
Do you not have the audio, Sonny?
Oh no, I do. I'm talking about like audio for the sound alerts.
Ah. Yeah, so they are moving into formation. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, the text. Fuck, I didn't realize it was going to be annoying to move like this. Okay, we're gonna just gonna really quick delete the text.
Understandable.
Spin. I will let you know which one you guys are hitting, but you guys have a rough idea. They're good. Oh, okay. This is
Control Z should undo your last action.
since I'm the DM, I think that would also undo Sonny's actions, so I don't want to do that. Motherfucker.
You're struggling with this a little bit.
Dang, we need to
I
go
know.
aggressive with it.
Alright, cool. So, Ruin Hunters, actually, they're going to get up to here because they have to be within 5 feet to attack you. And they, in formation, they are going to do their group attack on you, Kimora. This is a simple slashing attack. And you did not rage during your turn, so you are not resistant to this. +7 to hit. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Ooh.
Cool. Do not worry. It is not as much damage as you might think. Just really quick. Where is my D6? There we go. 3, 5 + 4
Damn it, still
is
missing
9.
No, I'm not. I thought I was missing a D8. No, I only pulled out 3 sets of dice. I promise I'm awake.
Sorry, I'm doing a lot of math because of the way that horde combat works.
I
gotta pull out a fucking calculator for this shit.
This is gonna hurt then, apparently. Goddamn. I'm
Yes.
dead.
Okay. You are taking 22. No, sorry. Round. Hold on. Round down. Hold on. It's a round down. 21 points of slashing damage.
And you said it wouldn't hurt.
I never said that.
You actually did. You said it wouldn't be that bad.
Oh, well, my bad.
Well, no. Amelia said it wouldn't be as bad as you thought. Half health is definitely as bad as I thought it would be.
I did make this a deadly combat encounter. But as I said,
We're all just gonna have our characters die off.
You're not gonna die off. You're gonna be fine. That does end all 5 of their turns, so Louise, you're up.
Me,
I
alright.
should have stuck with my original plan.
So I'm gonna have fun with this one. So I'm gonna make sure that I can actually do this properly. Because now I technically get to attacks.
You do.
Technically, I have to. Well, I'm talking me and my little friend.
That is true. Using that is your bonus action, though. So keep that in mind. The way that we worked it is that you get your attack, and then you could do yourself a second attack, or you can use your seahorse as a second attack. So.
Okay, so for starters, she's gonna like begrudgingly like undo her bow again that she just finished.
Just retuned.
Like,
Fantastic.
She looks so pissed off that she is unhinging this bow again. Because she likes it in its violin form, but knows that it is a weapon. It is in fact a weapon. So she is just begrudgingly going to unhinge this bow. And I'm gonna assume, like, for flavor context purposes, I don't think she can, like, where she's standing, she probably can't really see,
I will say,
well.
no, I would say they have about half. The trees are like thin ones.
Like,
they're really
see that
thin.
There's like she can see that there's like enemies over by Kimura,
So,
but after the last encounter, she ain't hearing about Kimura.
So-
What the
Brain's not
frick did we
here.
go Owl House? When did we go to Owl House?
LOL.
Always.
As a D&D mechanic, all those
Just
robots
flavor
have
text.
half cover. As like an actual
But,
D&D
like, for
mechanic.
flavor context wise, like she can see like that there's enemies over by Kimura.
Yeah, I mean that's not
After
even
the
flavor
last fight,
context. You
she's not
can't just
worried
see
about
that.
Kimura. Like,
Okay.
she's not worried about her.
Okay, sure.
So she lines this bow up. Like, she kind of like, as she's unhinging this bow, she's like sets the seahorse kind of behind her. Like, she's very defensive of this child now.
Aww.
So she unhinges her bow and she's like lining the bow up. She sees kind of what Clargia shoots at, and she's like lining up to shoot the same thing because she knows that that's probably the most problematic one if Clargia is shooting at it. So she lines up her bow to shoot at the.
Sure.
Yeah.
That bow has a range of 150 feet, right?
There's 150 to 600, like in 600s in parentheses. So I don't know if that's like.
I mean, it's more than enough.
It's
more than enough. So you're going for the field tiller. Go ahead, roll me attack. Are you throwing any flavor on this? Because I know that bow has some fancy
yes,
stuff.
It does have some beautiful flavor to it. Let's see. I'm gonna add the melody of reverberation to it, which which on a hit echoes loudly and adds extra thunder damage equal to my charisma modifier.
Fantastic. Go ahead, roll me for attack then.
It's an 11. This dice hates me.
That is a miss. You do have a
That
second
does a
attack
nice fail,
though.
then.
I do have that second attack.
Or second action technically. So
Second action, yeah. And then would I count that as like the pet action, or would that be just a second
yeah,
action?
so if you use the pet action, if you use the pet this round, or the ranger companion this round, that would be your second action.
Okay.
Did we determine that thing has HP, like it could technically die?
Yes,
Cool.
we did.
Fantastic.
This
God,
is my
that was
child.
the one thing I hated about playing as a ranger.
I know.
I almost lost my companion to a lich griffin.
Oh my god, what? Who
Yeah,
was your DM?
No, she's
My
just gonna,
stalker.
like,
Before the
being
stalking
the
thing
defensive
happened.
Messy.
creature that Louise
Anyway, what's
she is gonna reline up her bow. She's gonna kind of like shake that shot off as like nerves, and she's gonna like reline the bow up and try again
Sure.
with a different dice, of course, because that one hated me. $24.
That will hit. What is the damage?
And again, it's gonna also have that melody of reverberation again, because yeah,
Cool.
Ooh,
same thing as
quick
before.
interruption on this. Are we going to have weak points like they have in the game?
I could not find a way to easily adapt that into this game, so
Damn.
unfortunately no. But if you hit a critical, we could kind of flavor text it as you found a weak point, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's 9 damage.
9 damage.
Not a ton, but it's something.
Your arrow right into this thing's armor, does a little of like, imagine like imagine a piano getting dropped and like exploding. That's the noise that it makes when that like melody of reverberation hits, and like so
Echoes.
think, and then its arm is like like it hurt, but like it's fine.
It's also a robot, so it doesn't feel pain.
It doesn't feel pain, and also this is the most tanky motherfucker. And it is their. Are you moving?
No.
Cool.
I think she's just gonna kind of stay there. She's like making, just kind of like after she's like making sure the little seahorse is just okay, and it's just like nice and behind her.
Just out of curiosity.
Like she's very defensive over this child.
It's a baby. Of course she is.
Baby.
Ruler.
Fuck, Clargia would be protective over this baby, and it's not even hers.
Okay,
But
so
I'm starting to realize Clargia is protective of children.
it
Sorry,
does
can we
not
talk
like the
about
fact that it's been hit, so it is going to walk
Oh, no.
60 feet.
Oh no!
Can we talk about the fact
5,
that
10, 15,
that
20,
that we are
25,
that
30,
that
35,
Louise
40, 45,
and
50,
and
60.
Clargia are
55,
closer
60.
to this thing than Kimora is. Can we talk about that?
Yeah,
for a second?
D&D
Like, from
mechanics
where
are
it
a bit
basically
weird.
was, like-
But it is now there on the map, and it is beelining
Oh.
it to the people who shot it a
Oh,
bunch.
oh, shit! Shit!
And from here, before we continue any further into this encounter, it seems like, Sonny, do you need to take a quick break to take out Philo, or?
Like maybe 5-10 minutes at max.
Cool. So we're gonna.
He's decided now he wants to go outside.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I was actually thinking about taking a break in the midst of this campaign. I was probably gonna do it before we ran into the combat, but we just kind of stumbled right into it, which is fine. So we're gonna take a break, and then when we come back, we'll start up combat again. This should be like no longer than 10 minutes. So,
Alright, it's your turn.
and for chats, you can go ahead and speak with Nyx and Vix if they decide to stick around and not take advantage of this.
Oh, I'm gonna run and grab a snack.
Give you 10 minutes. Alright, you lay down. You were good, you went potty. No. No. Lay down and behave. Okay. Uh-oh. What's going on?
Right. Oh, wrong. Here we go. Here we are. Alrighty, everybody. So, due to unfortunate circumstances, we will have to call this one here. That's fine, though. You guys get to suffer the suspense of waiting to see what happens until next session. And it's really gonna be a fun suspense since it's gonna be over a month until you guys see us again in this campaign. I am very excited to see what happens when that does come, when we do finally get across to that. But we're going to call this session here, and next time we will pick up in the middle of a combat in which you guys have a lot of work left to do. For your information, players who are still in this call, you have not put a scratch on any of the easy takeout enemies.
We went straight for the heavy hitter.
The heavy hitters.
Get rid of that one first.
That heavy hitter, for your information, still has more than 3/4 of their health, and no one has even given mind to the two ruin hunters here, who are not even. They're not. To be fair, they're not even half as tanky as our friend the field tiller here, but. Which is not canonically accurate, but I'm going off the stat blocks I had because I didn't want to make a custom monster. But yeah, so for that, without further ado, so I don't spoil it for our audience. Thank you so much for being here. This will be up on the YouTube channel within the next week or so. So go ahead, and I wish I had the link available at the moment, but I do not.
I got you. See, this is why I made a streams and channels section for the Genshin server.
Fantastic.
This is why I did it.
And
there's the server, everybody. There's the not server. There's the YouTube channel.
Go to the YouTube channel. You can watch session 0 there, which gives you the context for where we started at this session, and then this session will go up later. But this is much better. I'd just like to make a comment to say we did a lot better this time around. Be as a DM and as a streamer. Honestly, the players were always fine. It was kind of just me that was the problem. But
you've done amazing. Hush.
You're doing great.
But seriously, thank you all. I'm gonna hit the end screen now. We will see you for my normal content. You'll see me again next Sunday for whatever I do next Sunday. It probably isn't going to be the possible, but also you did say you wanted to take a break since we were both getting anxiety.
No, right then is when I really wanted the break because I was like,
yeah. I mean, if you want to run it back on Sunday, see if try our luck. But anyway, we could discuss those later. There'll probably be an announcement in the server, and I will let you know when we finally figure out the next session for this, and maybe I'll be starting a different campaign in the meanwhile. Question mark, but we'll talk about that
Is
later.
it potentially the one that I've mentioned that I suggested
It
as an idea?
It is potentially the one that you have mentioned, but I don't want to give anything away, so I'm gonna hit the end
I'll
button.
join. You know I'll join. I'm absolutely free on weekends.
I'm hitting the